Well, hello there. I'm interested in what's in this box. We seem to have a He-Man graveyard. Thank you very much, Jay, for sending me various body parts. I think you can get a jail term for doing that. But thank you anyway, kind sir. Hey everyone, so over the last couple of months I've been kindly donated lots of body parts and bits and pieces of toys by Jay Richardson. Very kindly donated them. As you can see, there's bits of all sorts. There's Thundercats, there's He-Man, there's Fright Feature Janine, there's Ghostbusters. Is that James Bond Jr.? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, so there's all sorts of wrestlers. So the one that has caught my eye is Bikini Line Skeletor. So first of all, I'm going to go and fix him by putting him out in the sun with some hydrogen peroxide. Now, I wouldn't really use this normally, not my beef sort of bleaching toys, but as he's a bit of a beaten up one, I'm going to give it a go. And I've got all the body parts, as I can see here. Connectors still in there as well. And actually his face is really good. Really nice face, so you make a nice figure. So, and after I've done that, I've seen a couple of techniques on YouTube with like a hook and eye sort of jobby, but then I actually was advised to get some of these, and these are like a replica replacement leg connector. So I'm going to have a go at that. So first I'm going to get him in the sun, get him bleached, sort this bikini line out, and I'll see you in a few days. So here you can see he's been baking out here for a day now, and looking particularly good. Still a bit more on the back there, so I'm going to take him inside now, give him a wash, and then we'll do the process again tomorrow. So day one, we've now washed him. As you can see, again after he's been washed and cleaned, there's still a little bit of his bikini line, so I'm going to let him dry off overnight, put a bit more hydrogen peroxide on tomorrow and stick him back out in the sun and see if we can get rid of the remaining green sort of tan line. So as you can see, it's much improved, even though it's still not great from yesterday's bleaching. So I'm going to go ahead and put some hydrogen peroxide, I really struggle saying that word, onto Skeletor. In all the nooks and crannies. I really should get a better camera rather than my phone, because it's just held up with little support, so it's very hard to film. And this is just going off what I've seen on YouTube channels. There we go. It's nice and creamed up. And what I'm going to do is pop them in a plastic bag. I suppose really I should be wearing gloves for this as well. But I'm using his pelvis as a way of not touching the hydrogen peroxide. There we go. So I'm going to pop him out and head off to work and see how he is when we come home. So I've just got home and there's very cloudy, bit of rain, so no sunshine at all by the looks of things today. Still a little bit of green on him, so we're going to have to bring him inside and wash him and look at doing it another day when we have a bit of sunshine. Okay, big ball of light in the sky, so I've already sort of pre-rushed Skeletor, so I'm going to pop him in, and hopefully by the end of play today we should have a pure blue Skeletor. So it's been a few days now, and the bleaching did an okay job. There's still a little bit of green, but I think I'm happy enough with that as we stand. So I'm going to now move on to taking the old leg connectors out, reattaching the heads, and then reattaching the legs with the new leg connectors. So I've got some tweezers and a little sort of flathead screwdriver, which I'm going to use to try and dig this out. But first of all, I'm going to boil the kettle and pop it in there and let the plastic sort of soak in some boiling hot water for probably a minute or so, just to soften up all the old plastic. So I've got boiling kettle. I'm going to drop the two legs in there and wait a little while. And get them out with the tweezers and see if we can do this on camera. Now, I have practiced with some other items that I had in the job lots. So you can see I successfully took these out. So hopefully I can do the same while we're on camera. There was a couple of them that were a little bit hard, and you're sort of digging in and you end up breaking off some of these rubbery leg connectors. But we should hopefully be able to do it on camera. So let's have a little look. Leave that in there for maybe another 10 seconds, something like that, and see if we can do that. Okay, the other one will be hopefully slightly easier. So just dab it off, make it a little bit higher. So just literally want to get in, pop it in, and hopefully sort of twist it out. Oh, perfect. It comes out first time. Brilliant. Let's move on to the other one. Just be careful because it is hot water. And this one, just missed that just slightly. And again. There we go. Perfect. So we've removed the two leg connectors. So now I can get on with attaching these to the body. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these in the boiling water for a little bit, not too much, just to let them sort of soak a little bit, and we'll see what we can do with this. So the idea is the broken one. So obviously you've got to pop them into these, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually thread it through the sort of pelvis of Skeletor first. Now there's two holes. There's a hole at the bottom which we want to try and avoid. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but up and over there's like an arch that you have to get it through and pull it through the other side. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. Now I have done this already off camera on another figure, but with the camera in front of me it's a little bit more difficult. So I'm just going to sort of pop that through there and hopefully just squeeze it without damaging it too much. It's very soft, and this is what I'm worried about, is actually just damaging it too much. I think the screwdriver might, you see it's quite awkward, the screwdriver might just, let's see if I can try this. This is like a little point here. Again, that's just digging into the plastic, so it is a little bit tricky. I've seen techniques where you sort of put a little bit of string or thread or something through and pull it through, but I did that and actually broke the connector when I first did that. So the other times I tried it, I sort of did it this way and had a little bit more success. I never actually broke one, so let's hope I don't break this one on camera. And very, very close. Just like I say, I'm trying not to damage it. I can just about see it coming through. Oop, sorry, just knocked my camera. Come on, very close. quicker and a lot simpler off camera. I could just see it coming through. Okay, I think I'm just going to turn this off camera and do it without the camera being in front of me here, and I'll come back to you in a few minutes. Okay, so with a little bit of playing around and force, and actually use some pliers to pull it through, you can actually see now that I've got that through that side and through that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to soak him in the hot water. It's cooled down a little bit since I've been recording for a little bit, and then we're going to try and put the legs on. Again on camera, very difficult. It's a lot easier when it's off camera. And I did mention before that I broke one of the first ones by using a piece of thread, and what happened was, you can see here, it sort of just had a clean snap there. So didn't try that technique again, and it seemed to have worked, and obviously it's worked again this time, so that should hopefully be enough now, if I can get him out without burning my fingers. Okay, and what I'm going to do here, oh my word, there's plenty of water in there. I'm just going to grab the rubber, sort of try and push it into this leg. And tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pop the legs in again, just for a few minutes, just to see if we can get them a little bit more pliable. Okay, it's not massively boiling, but it gives us a little bit more. Let's dry it off a little bit. So again, it's going to be very difficult on camera, so I may just show you the general sort of technique and then do it off camera. So you sort of grab it, pop it into this leg socket, and then try and just push it in. That's the first one in. Just get the screwdriver and just pop it down there. So it's actually on the wrong way, cracking. Brilliant job, Kelvin. So hopefully I can get that out without damaging. There we go. Let's put the right leg in then. Or, yeah, the right leg in this case. No edits here. Show you all the mistakes, all my stupidity. All the dropping the leg back in the water. Let's make sure this is the right leg this time. There we go, it's the right leg. So I'll go again. Hopefully I haven't caused too much damage or stress on this leg connector. As you can see, that's nearly in. Just going to poke the last little bit in. And I think that is in. So now we need to grab the other side. And this is when it gets really tricky. You've got to try and pull it while this leg is already in place. As you can see, that's it's quite nice. So hopefully, having a little bit more time in the water, this leg will be a little bit more pliable. Okay, so again, tricky when there's a camera right in front of your face. Again, you sort of try and pull it out. Just grab. And push that in, and if we can just get a little bit in, we can then start poking, which I've done. Poking it into the leg socket so it's fully in there. And I think we're not a million miles off. And hopefully, yes, perfect. Okay, so there we have our Skeletor. So next, popping the head on. Again, we'll pop him in the boiling water, and you can see here this has still got this sort of connector in, and we're going to do the same sort of process because it's got the same sort of, let me just grab another head to show you. 2 seconds. Famous last words. Another one I'm not going to edit, but the head isn't there, so I've got no more spare heads. So it's got this sort of lip that sort of goes in, so you make it a bit pliable, and that should go in there quite easily, he says. So I'm just going to push it in and just work your way around till you can get it all in, and eventually you'll have enough in there that it should just pop in and stay in. And we're nearly there, just a bit more around this side. And I think in a bit of a twist. There we go, head's reattached, arms piece of cake, flick them on. And there we have our Skeletor, all standing up. And I've also repaired the Hordak and this little girl here. She's a little bit wobbly, but there we go. So there is how you fix He-Man figures. Now I'm going to be giving these figures away, these repaired figures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this video on YouTube, and I'm also going to put it in my group, which is Facebook group Venkman's Vault. So what I'm going to do is, if you could share, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also if you could head over to the group, it's Venkman's Vault. I'll put a link in the YouTube description, and if you could share and invite people to that group as well. And then on a certain date I will do a prize draw of all the people that have helped grow the page and the subscription, and these figures will be on their way to a lucky winner. So hope you've enjoyed. Sorry it's not a very professional sort of setup as of yet. Hoping to do a few more bits and pieces and hoping to give away some more figures. And if you've got any figures you wish to donate that you want me to see me possibly help repair them and restore them to the former glory, quite happy to do that and give them you back. Or if you wish, quite happy to help grow the page again and give them away like I am doing here. So big thanks to Jay Richardson for the big bucket of bits and pieces that has helped me do this restoration, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe and invite people to the page. Thank you.